Hey everybody, Jason Barlow here with Sell for 1%. I'm here with the guys, got Jamie Barlow, Dave Barlow, and Mike Hopper, here to talk with you about a little bit about investing and cash flow properties. We have clients that are big time money coming from the West Coast, they're coming from the East Coast, and they're investing here in Columbus and in the Midwest. A number of years ago, we saw a big uptick in actually Chinese investors and hedge funds buying up rental properties. And so what we found is we have a lot of people signing up on our website looking to get into investing. There's a big difference between being a pro and being an amateur. The guys that are in the rec leagues playing baseball, they're in it to have a beer, pick up the stick once a week and take some hacks. And then you got the guys that are training daily, seeing 100 pitches in the weight room, and it's what they do. And so, it's what we do. We take you from being an amateur and turn you into a pro. And so we want to talk a little bit about that and what that looks like.
So yeah, Jay, we've been working with a lot of investors for quite a while. I've been doing this about 3.5 years now, and I've worked with several investors purchasing rental properties. It's probably half of my business that I do. I've gained a lot of relationships with agents and investors here locally, and I've actually had the ability to get a lot of my clients into properties before they hit the market. That's one thing we can do for you. I know about 6 months ago, we had about 350 multifamilies on the market. That number has dropped to 163. So being able to find deals off market will help save our clients time and money, and I think that's a big game changer to start things out. Dave, I know that there's some other calculations that we can do to help our clients too.
Well, obviously the first part is identifying the correct properties, and that's what Mike and Jamie and everyone actually here does. The next part of that is to make sure that the property is going to get you the financial return that you're looking for. And one of the first things that we look at is not necessarily the purchase price, that plays into it. But if you are not getting enough money back rent-wise versus your capital expenditures, then it doesn't make any sense. You may say, hey, I want to make 5% on my money, 8%, 10% on my money. So whatever you invest, you want to make sure that you're getting a 10% return. We put all the calculations into what's called a cap rate. And basically, it looks at everything. It includes if you're going to mortgage the property, it includes your taxes, it includes putting money away for a new roof or furnaces for some point in the future. And then if the numbers make sense, then you go ahead and you make your purchase. And so just touching on that real quick, but if you get into this, again, as a professional investor, you want to make sure the numbers make sense. And so cap rate is one of the things that we do on every property that we look at.
Well, and the other one's a good one along the same lines of the cap rate. Have you ever heard of a GRM? That's a gross rent multiplier. And so that is where the value of the property and the purchase price does play with your cap rate. And it's how we determine the difference between a house on the west side and a house on the east side. It's what takes into account location. So we take the value of the property, and the way we find that is by basically reverse engineering an appraisal. And that's how we make sure you are getting a good bang for your buck on the purchase price. And then we divide that by your gross rental income. And then based on that number, multiplied by your effective income, we come up with the multiplier for the location. And so you'll see a big variance between, let's say, Upper Arlington and Newark. There'll be a big difference in that multiplier, and that's how we account for value. And that's what, again, the professional investors from out of state, how they're buying properties blind, that's how they're doing this.
Yep.
I think they're looking a lot at appreciation in this as a long-term investment rather than just a short-term game. But there's a lot of information that we went through here, guys. Too much to go through all of it, really. We have ebooks on our webpage, sellfor1%.com, where you can go there. In the top right, there's a tab for downloads. Under that tab, you'll find on the far right side financing, and that's where our investment ebooks can be found. If you guys have any questions, you want to get started in investing, whether you're a seasoned veteran and want to get involved with us, or you're just looking at it now, it's a great time to get started, get invested, and we'd love to discuss your next great investment with us. So, and feel free to give us a call anytime, and visit our website and check out those ebooks.
Yep. Thanks, guys. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Look forward to connecting with you guys. Thanks.